Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So I'm Patel with another video. We talking Hollywood hot topics. Before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Okay, so first I wanted to get into is Dr. Heavenly. I was waiting to really speak on this because I wanted to see how she was going to react to the backlash, and I feel a little bit of ways about this. Here's the thing. Y'all know at first I didn't like Dr. Heavenly, but watching her over time and finding out her story, over time I grew to like her. I feel like where Dr. Heavenly went wrong is because she started to lose her focus on her brand. At the end of the day, I feel like she got too focused into the drama of the show and sort of lacked the fact that you are, at the end of the day, a medical professional. Okay, whether people think a dentist is a doctor, which was that whole debate, you are still a medical professional. So it's like you still have to carry yourself a little bit with that attitude, regardless of you being on a reality TV show. And I feel like as the seasons went on, she lost sight of that. Okay. Now, recently she did a live where she talked about the latest episode of Married to Medicine and how Quad's boyfriend, fiance, boyfriend, Quad's my husband, okay? Basically did what he had to do as a real man, not as a gay or soft man, and defended his spouse. The problem with this video to me is I hate when people bring up sexuality when it has nothing to do with nothing. I hate that. Because a lot of people use the argument that, oh, people are forcing gay or trans whatever down our throat, when it's like sometimes we as the community don't try to bring that up, but it's heterosexual people that just bring up that topic out of random. And it's like, we're trying not to talk about it, but y'all bring it up. So don't say we're forcing it down y'all throats or, trying to make it a topic when half the time we're not the ones making it a topic of discussion. She could have made her point without saying that line. I don't get what was her point in saying it. It was random. All you could have said is he did what any boyfriend would have did, was defend his girl. Boom. You bringing up gay has nothing to do with the conversation. Now, this is the clip that everybody was going crazy over.
And it goes to the left. Most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men, you know what I'm saying? The guys that are kind of soft, but real men are going to feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are going to feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm going to have a problem with it. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. So when you have a conversation with somebody, if somebody gets upset and it goes to the left, most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men, you know what I'm saying? The guys that are kind of soft, but real men are going to feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are going to feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm going to have a problem with it. I mean, that's just, it is what it is.
So that was the video that everybody was going crazy over. And I just feel like it had nothing to do with a gay man. Like, I don't get how you could fit that into making your point. Because let's say if a gay man was with their mama and they squabble and somebody told him to shut the F up, he gonna beat their ass too. I don't get it. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. Her point didn't make any sense. But do I think Dr. Heavenly is homophobic? No. I don't think so. And the reason why is I feel like if she were, she would have had a slip of the tongue earlier. Okay? I just feel like she talks so much sometimes that she does not think of what she's saying. Okay? And her reaction to me was genuine. I don't think it was one of those type of public, rollout publicist type of apologies that her publicist typed up. No, it was sort of like, damn, I effed up. I talked too much. I'm sorry. I ain't mean it like that. Okay? Do I think she meant it like that? You kind of did, because the way that you said it was so much, pointage. You kind of bit what you said, but I don't think she's homophobic at all. She did later on go on live and apologize about the whole situation. She even tweeted about it too before going on live, and emotional as that. and apologizing. She said, "I'm with you. I apologize. It was ignorant statement. I'm a grown woman. I can admit when I'm wrong. I didn't mean it that way." And to me, Dr. Heavily is not moving smart when it comes to how she is on YouTube, because at the end of the day, like, a lot of the things that you could say, people could clip and then post online and it go viral. Case in point, this video. Look at what happened to Dr. Jackie. You'd have thought they would have learned after what happened to Dr. Jackie, because what happened with Dr. Jackie was so long ago, and it embarrassed her in 2023 or 4. I believe it was last season. I know that for a fact, but y'all know how they film like a month, a year before. But it embarrassed her like a couple years after that live was filmed. So imagine that. So it's like, I just wish she would move a little bit more smart on YouTube, but it's like she gets so, enthralled in the hype of it, that she just be going off the rap just saying any damn thing. And it's like, girl, you're a dentist. You just can't get on here and just say anything. You just can't. And not even that, you're on a network produced and called by a gay man. Like, what are you saying? Okay. A lot of people have this theory that they just think all gay men are just weak, and they like, just watch any reality show and you're gonna have a change of an opinion. Like, you would never, those words wouldn't come out of your mouth. Go watch that at TV. Them niggas squabble for the fun of it. Okay? For the fun of it. So what in your right mind thinks that's the case? Like, I just don't get it. Now, a lot of people are throwing shots at her son. That was another thing. I have seen the son on Married to Medicine. I thought the same. The shade. I was like, ooh. Just heavenly know. Heaven only knows. Heaven only knows. Heaven only knows. Like Chance the Rapper, okay? Because I was like, oh my God. When this clip dropped, that's the first thing that came into my mind. I'm like, yeah, you might want to leave that topic alone, especially if he's never formally have come out to you, Dr. Heavily. Leave that alone, because you, Heavily, I could tell, don't play about your kids. So a lot of the people were tweeting about her son. I'm a big believer in, like, the most ignorant parents almost always get like the gayest kids. Like, so the moment I laid my eyes on the son, like on the show, thoughts did go to my head like, okay. Now, Dr. Heavily has never addressed this about the son, because a lot of people are coming at him because of this. But I do think, though, that this may land her in trouble with Bravo, because one thing Bravo does not like is anything hate speech, anything defamatory. They take that to the heart and they take it very serious. We've seen many housewives get fired over past hate comments that they made on social media. They've been edited out. They've literally had a housewife of Salt Lake that said some trouble-ish stuff that was supposed to be a friend of the housewives. They cut her scenes down to the point where she looked like a guest, and she had a whole friend of housewives photo. So it's like, that's why I think Heavily was so emotional, because she realized, I effed up and this could really damage me in my status of the show. And I really do think she felt bad. I really do.
I'm just emotional right now because, and again, let me apologize for what I said before. I made a lot of people feel uncomfortable about something I made, and it was mistaken. And I want to say I apologize. It was an ignorant statement I made about, being a real man, whatever. I want to apologize for that again and again. Y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know I didn't mean anything by it, but it doesn't take away from somebody I might have hurt their feelings. So I will apologize for that again and again and again. I was wrong. That was an ignorant statement. And I'm just emotional.
Okay. So in conclusion, y'all, just because somebody like niggas don't mean that they soft. I'm telling you, the entertainers, I feel like, would know that after the content that we cover here. Case in point, Jonathan. I'm just saying, like, that's a burly nigga. That Jonathan Wright could probably beat up half the housewives' baby daddies in his sleep. So it's like, don't ever get that shit twisted, because that's how you get the game effed up. Is you underestimate somebody just off of one little fact about them. So I think this is a learning lesson for Dr. Heavily, just to not be so caught up in the hype of YouTube where she just says anything and thinks that nobody's watching, because she does garner a lot of views and has a lot of support over there. But I don't think she has any hate in her heart for the community. I just think she grew up in a time where the ignorance just flew, and she's never really learned to get out of that mindset. So it just comes out of her mouth. Okay? I do feel like Bravo will punish her, though. I think this will have some effect on her next season, because I think that some of the women, such as a Sweet Tea, such as a Dr. Kuntasa, they're going to go over there to Bravo. They're going to go to the higher ups and be like, y'all agree with this? This Dr. Kuntasa, she going to say, wow, look at Heavenly. That's hate speech. She going to go over there. Okay? Not even the strength of the fans. It's going to be some of the other women that Heavily been coming after. They're going to use this as a ploy to get her up off that show or to get her demoted. Something is going to happen from this. I just see it. I'm telling y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below. And do y'all think she meant any malice from this? And please only comment if you watch Merit to Medicine, because some of y'all don't even watch some of this stuff. And y'all be having so much to say. Please, because some of y'all don't know her. Okay? Y'all don't watch the show. Y'all don't keep up with her. I do. Okay? That's why I don't think she meant any hate by it, but I think Dr. Heavily at times could be an ignorant bitch. It's just the truth. On to more Married to Medicine type stuff. So that scene with Sweet Tea and then Dr. G. Listen, when I tell y'all this marriage not gonna last anytime soon, it's not gonna last as long as she thinks it's gonna last. Oh my God. Like, Sweet Tea, you gotta run. Just as fast as you was running down that beach when Dr. G was about to get fought up by that nigga, you need to run just as fast, because that man does not respect you. The way he wouldn't let you defend him is crazy. I get Dr. G comes from the era where he wants a submissive wife, but all she was saying is she riding for you. And you acted as if she said that you was wrong or that she was on his side or something. It was weird. It felt a little bit abusive. It felt like the cameras was not supposed to be there. I don't know, but it did make me feel very uncomfortable watching it. Now, Quad, you need to mind your business because you are in a new relationship. To me, if I was the new guy of Quad, I'll feel a way about this. Although it's triggering and you are a reality star and you're supposed to commentate on the show, that's still your ex-husband. What's going on between them should not concern you. I'm sorry. She said tonight's episode was by far triggering. God knows I do not miss those days. Regardless of what Letitia has said about me to the public, my heart honestly goes out to her. It is abundantly clear nothing has changed with his behavior. Only the woman. The cycle continues. Like, the cycle has ended for you though, Quad. Screw Letitia. She need to save herself. Don't save her. You didn't hear J. Cole say that? Like, come on now. Like, no. That man, King, I believe is his name, you should feel away. Because you're supposed to be her king. Why do you concern yourself of nothing of the matter of a relationship that you're not in? It's given that you feel as if you want to put an extended hand out to fix him. That's what it gives to me. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all thought about that, because I didn't like that whole tweet situation. It was very off to me. We are all here together, not to mourn the death, but to mourn the sentencing of Miss Karen Huger. Miss Karen Huger, y'all, was sentenced to 2 years in prison. She only has to serve 1, but that 1 for Karen Huger is about 10 years plus. We pray for her peace. Let me stop. Anyways, Karen Huger, you guys, has been sentenced. And it's like, you know, when you hear of somebody in trouble, it doesn't really hit until you hear that sentence. The whole trial could be a blur. Until you hear this is how much you're going to serve, they're going to take you into custody right now. That's when it really hits. So to see this play out, it is sad. I don't care what nobody says. It's sad to see her go behind bars, but I'm not surprised. I feel as if they are trying to make an example out of her because this is her 4th DUI, y'all. So she was sentenced earlier today. They said Karen, dubbed Grand Dame on Bravo reality show Real Housewives of Potomac, was sentenced to 2 years in jail by Maryland Circuit Court Judge Terrence J. McGran, with 1 year of the sentence suspended, meaning she's expected to serve 1 year in jail. Montgomery County State's Attorney Office confirmed to USA Today Wednesday. On December 19th, she was found guilty of DUI. In addition to her time in jail, Huger faces $2,900 in fines, which is, Karen could wipe her ass with that money. No driving at all for a year. Let me tell y'all, this is why I could never drink or drive. I'm sorry. Because it's like, I can't imagine not being able to guide myself when I need to go somewhere. I don't relying on people. That's how I got a car like y'all so young. Like I think at like 17 or 16 with my own money. Oh my mama. Okay? Because I just don't like waiting on nobody. I don't like depending on anybody. I'm very like self-reliant. I hate depending on people. That's something I'm working on because that low-key in me, I low-key don't trust people because of that, because I just don't like depending on people. Like it's just like So to not drive for a year, to me, is the sentences in my eyes. In 5 years of supervised probation upon release with an interlock device or car breathalyzer, according to Montgomery County State's Attorney's Office. I feel like Karen, the way she treated the situation, I feel like should have acted with more precaution with this whole case. I feel like she thought she was going to get off scot-free. Not scot-free meaning nothing, but I don't think she thought she was going to have to serve jail time. I really don't think she thought that. I think that she thought that they were going to give her like a tap on the wrist, let her go, maybe have to do some 5-year probation period, and that's it. I don't think she thought it was going to be the clink, the clink. So you see, Karen, you was out here making fun of Michael talking about the clink, the clink. Don't drop the bar soap. Now you better not drop the bar soap. Better yet, you better not pick up the bar of dawn. Because it's not going to end up good. I don't think Karen's going to do well behind bars. Karen is very high sedity. She has a way of living that she's become accustomed to for all these decades. So for her to have to adjust, I don't think she's going to do as well as Teresa did. Teresa is low-key a hood bitch at heart. Karen's not. Okay? And she's very older than Teresa. So it's like compare apples to oranges. I'm very afraid for Karen. I do feel like a little bit of the show contributed as to why that drinking became a lot more frequent, because when you're filming for all these months and months and you have drama surrounding you, it does not help. Okay? What I did like is the statement that she put out as to why she got into the accident. She said that it was due to her parents passing, which I understand completely. And she also said her leadership to role in the show. Now that is what I call cap. You shouldn't have put that in there. Girl, you getting paid to be a reality star. You know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't contribute to you drinking and driving. Could it contribute to you drinking more? Yes. But should you have gone behind the wheel? No. So it's like including little stuff like that, I don't think it helps with the case. Because the judge gonna feel like you low-key playing in his or her face. Okay? Why don't you guys take Robin and we leave Karen out and give her another stint in rehab? How about we do an even trade? Should Bravo let her go and not let her come back after she served her sentencing? No. Because my whole thing is, if you guys let people like Teresa, Joe serve a sentence for literally stealing, not stealing, but hiding money and doing things that are illegal financially, tax evasion, and some more ish, then Karen should be allowed back. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, she could have killed somebody 100%. That's why she's serving that jail time, which is rightfully deserved. But Bravo, I feel like, should never turn their back on one and then not the other. If y'all gonna do it to one, do it to the other. Like, that's my whole thing. So I feel like she should be invited back. Okay? After she serves that sentencing, there should be open doors for her to come back. I am worried for the show. I feel like without Karen, they're mixing like the staple. So they're not going to have that one person that is the core of the group. Wendy is slowly but surely trying to get there. I see what she's doing. But I feel like if Bravo does what I feel like they're going to do and make Robin come back, Wendy, I feel like will be right back to square one. Robin does not like Wendy. So I feel like that entrance way back will deteriorate that plan of action of Wendy being the main housewife, because I feel like that's what Bravo's starting to kind of build her and shape her to be, because she is one of the few ones that are married on there, if we really want to be honest, in a happy marriage at least. Okay. Prayers do go out to Karen, and I do feel like they did the right thing. Although it's sad, it's just like you could have really killed somebody. So what do you expect? Now let's talk Asian doll versus Cash doll because they still go at it. Now, listen, I don't care what nobody say. This beef to me is funny. And I hope it don't turn deadly. I really don't think it's that serious because y'all literally beefing over the name doll. Y'all didn't sleep with each other, man. Yeah, like, I don't get it. Okay. But it's funny. Now, Asia to me lost this round because you did something that even a commoner would know not to do. You literally ratted on yourself. Asian doll and her were going back and forth. And next thing you know, Cash doll had a booking in Asian doll city. She went, did the booking, was popular-ish, like you ain't do nothing. I was in your city, you ain't pop Nathaniel. You ain't body. She ain't talking about nothing. She ain't talking about nothing. Work the mignon. She ain't talking about nothing. You wasn't talking about nothing. Because nothing happened to Cash doll. But why would you expose that you put out a hit on her? That to me will never make any sense. Why would you do that? Okay? Now, Cash doll recently tweeted, it said, every day I get online, this young nigga got her name in my mouth. I don't want to argue on Twitter. Let's get in the booth. We get it. I'm all ugly and whatever else. But you never got in the booth. I dropped Here I Go in 2019. No response. You pregnant? Stop talking about me so much because baby girl gonna look like me. By the way, Cash doll, we know how old you is. The way that lady that went to the same school as Cash doll exposed her age, I gagged. It was one of the funniest things I've seen in a minute. She was like, we went to high school together. Cash doll almost wanted to be like, that wasn't me. But she had to go along with it because she knew that fan could have went online and really exposed the fact and put out the yearbook pics to say, hey, we graduated the same year. Okay? The bitch 36. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? That was hilarious, by the way. That girl that went to the same school as her knew exactly what she was doing because you didn't have to she went into detail as to how they really knew each other. I could have been like, oh, we went to the same school, boom. Come on now. Like, it was obvious what that fan was doing, but it was still a key. Now, Asian doll went on to expose this plot as to how she was gonna get Cash doll murked. She said, this is what happens when this young nigga lets you keep your life. We let a 40-year-old keep her life. My niggas was finna, yo, sprinter up. I let you live because you got kids and you had them on the road with you. You knew not to say ish yesterday while you was in Dallas. So today you talking ish because you so happy. You ain't, when you graduated high school, I was 9 years old. Shut the up or lick up right now. Because you still in Texas if you living like that. Now, Asian doll, I know you not doing that. I know you not finna fight pregnant.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
Why you do that? Because it's like, bitch, don't you know? Like, my whole thing is like, it's one thing to insinuate something, but to show proof that you really had a hit out on somebody. If Cash doll dies, you do know you're gonna be illegal. They're gonna look at you, right? Like, these people don't make no sense to me. Like, niggas don't know how to move in quiet in silence no more. It's just talk. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. I wouldn't have said an iota of a motherfucker thing. You think Biggie or Tupac would have put on social media if social media was existing and prevalent back then that they was trying to get each other murked? Are you crazy? Now the text thread ended up reading, find out who bringing Cash doll down here this weekend so I can bump them down. Okay? And then the rest of the text thread basically read down like, hey, you know, don't do nothing. She got her kids with her, et cetera, et cetera. So she did kind of like stop, you know, her hitters. You know, when a bitch do like this, that's not a bitch to fuck with. If she in a picture, you better, that's your cue to pipe down. That's Asian Doll. Now, I just think that Asian Doll shot herself in the foot, no pun intended, by doing something like this, because now you cannot do nothing to her, because now there's legal proof on the internet that you already tried to get her on the live before. So it's going to be a follow-up if she were to ever pass. And to me, if I was Kash Doll, I would low-key keep playing in your face, because clearly you're not a street bitch like you say you is, because a street bitch will never do no shit like this. And aren't your hitters mad that you expose them on the internet like this? But I will say, Kash Doll, them 9 months, bitch, you better be in the gym. You better be in the shooting range. You better be taking boxing classes with Tasiki, because that Asian Doll is going to be on your ass. That is going to be Asian Doll's point of approval before she passes, is to get you. And I hope you know that, because there's nothing that's going to ever be played with. Like, she is going to try to get you. This is why we need to bring back the conversation. It's integral at this point. We need the conversation back so that way we could have these conversations with two people that do not get along and them try to talk it out. That's what we're missing in TV right now, if we really want to be honest. I'm sick of these baddie shows. I'm sick of these bitches. I cover half of them. I'm really sick of shit. You know what I'm saying? I do it for y'all. But trust me, I'm over it. We need a conversation back. Okay? Let's find out what really went down between these two. It has to be more than the name. Let me know what y'all think down below about Asian Doll snitching on herself the way that she did. Do you guys think that, you know, a real street bitch would do something like that? Was Queen Vaughn in the wrong? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics, and we out, baby.
No, personal.